Hey guys, welcome back to Making It. Today we're gonna be making one of my favorite things on earth, the perfect flour tortilla. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's perfect. I've been making them all week, crowd pleaser, and just a real ace in the pocket as far as ingredients. Forget the missions from the supermarket. Today, you're gonna be making, with me, flour tortillas from scratch. It's easy, it's delicious. You're gonna wanna bookmark this one. We're gonna be referencing and using my good buddy Fermin. He's got a new cookbook with a great recipe for a flour tortilla. It's so easy, guys. Very simple stuff. We'll go over the ingredients. We'll get into the shrine here. I pay a little respect. We do have a new addition. I was down in South Carolina visiting some family. Me and the boys took a walk in a little pine forest. Boom, I just found it. It was just sitting there, right on the duff. It's a turtle shell, completely intact. Beautiful, look at those little dots on the outside. Looks like someone, like a little kid finger painted, but that's not what happened. Nature did that herself. I believe it was a yellow belly slider. We're gonna let him hang out here. I like that a lot. Everyone's in to that. Thank you, Fermin, for the book and for the inspiration today. Turtles and tortillas, two things I really like. All kinds of good stuff in there, so be sure to check it out. All-purpose flour, you can use bread flour, a little bit of baking powder. Brought to you by Davis Baking Powder. We got some butter. It's salted, I don't care. I don't ever buy unsalted butter. Mangalista rendered pork fat, ivory white, delicious, real fancy salt, Baja Gold, baby, all right? Who doesn't love a flour tortilla? Maybe gluten intolerant people, but they wish they could, right? I made a couple little changes, not too much. Fermin uses milk, we're gonna be using water, and he uses butter. We're gonna be using pork fat and butter, big whoop. 310 grams of hot water. We're gonna add a nice healthy tablespoon of butter here, and we're also gonna add equal amount tablespoon of our pork fat. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, or Baja Gold if you have it, baby. I'm just gonna bring this up on a little heat, get the water warmed up a little bit again, get that fat melted. You want all the fat melted. The heating of the water, give it a little stir. It's just evenly gonna distribute the salt. Flour, we're gonna be using all purpose. You can use bread flour. We're gonna do 425 grams right in this here bowl. Now we're just gonna add 2 teaspoons. Baking powder is gonna be our little leavening agent, right? It's gonna give us our little rise, our little puff. Whisk, all right? You wanna go ahead and mix in that baking soda. Just incorporate it real nice. You don't want it one spot. I make tortillas. Great, and here we have our water. Hot, right in. I make a little welly do. And this is simple stuff here, guys, you know? Boom, look at us. Get it right in there. Don't overthink it, just get it in there. We're just folding around, folding around. It's gonna start off real dry and airy and light and fluff, and you just want to give it a nice little mush it all in. You don't want any dry flour. Scrape the sides constantly. I like to lightly push it in, try to get this thing going here, and just fold and go, fold and go. Kind of shaggy, almost like if you were making a biscuit dough, right? Kind of looks like a mess, but it's gonna come together. Most important is just flipping it, making sure you don't have any dry spots, right? This is where we're just allowing the flour to be fully hydrated and basically doing the little auto leaves, classic little folding knead, all right? Shouldn't be too sticky, shouldn't be too dry at all. You just wanna make sure you don't have any big flour dry spots. Everything should be nice and hydrated. And as it sits, that water will fully hydrate into the grain. I'm gonna leave that right there for a second, give my bowl a little olive oil. Right into the bowl it goes. We're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes covered in plastic in the fridge. For those that are familiar with the baking process of bread, having that rest is gonna make for an easier dough to work with and just a better texture, a nice little pulley chew. I like to push the plastic down onto the dough just so it doesn't have any exposure to oxygen. Sometimes you'll get little dry spots, especially if you're gonna go over half an hour. Into the fridge, 40 minutes. Our dough is looking good, looking like pizza dough kinda. Nice and hydrated all the way through. That time really allows for things to set in. When there was like kind of different looking, like not dry, but not fully hydrated when we put it in, now is looking real nice. Take it out of the bowl, decent amount of bench flour, all right? And I like to just make a log. We have a nice little rectangle, but all we're doing now is just cutting our balls, our little pieces, our little individual tortillas. So now we have our 2 logs. We're just gonna cut them in a nice little golf ball, a couple small ones, who cares? Tortillas, dude. And then you're just gonna kind of roll them into a little ball. And as they are sitting there, you just want to keep them covered up, all right? You don't want Oxygen kills us all, including your dough, and it'll get little boo-boo babas on it, you know? We're gonna do a secondary rest. Let our dough relax a little bit for about 10 minutes. But what I like to do with all of them, a little bit of bench flour on the table. I like making little discs to let them in that rest. All right, force a little stress in the flattening, and then we're gonna go ahead before we roll it, and it'll, in about 10 minutes, things should be nice and relaxed. Happy little balls of joy. Easier to work with, we'll have a nice little gluten formation. All right, and now we're gonna let it rest. Covered, let's say 12 minutes. And we're gonna get the old rolling pin. We're gonna try to get them as thin as possible, keeping them nice and benched up. Keep things nice, okay? Once we have our pretty good shape, we'll go to stretch it out. And they do rise and get pretty fluffy and delicious, so I like to try to get them as thin as possible. It really is a rather forgiving dough, so don't be scared to kind of stretch it. And you know, it's like spackle. You don't wanna go playing with it too much, making a mess. Yeah, Brad, just like spackle, you know? I love this shit. I love flatbreads. Bonnie, can you be quiet over there? Chewing on a bone? I like to just brush off any excess flour. You don't want big clumps of flour, as it will start to burn. I'm gonna set up our little burner, a little cast iron. I'm gonna use a carbon steel pan. Properly executed, these should be pillowy in texture with just the right amount of fatty flakiness. I like that. Blah, 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 yum, 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 yum. I did a quick little wipe job with a little pork fat, wiped it out. I'm not really looking to fry the bread, more to like just, you know, toast it and bake it. We're baking it on the stovetop. And it's like we're talking 30 seconds aside, 40 seconds, 52 seconds. A little color, I don't want too much char or burn, but just a little toastiness. But look at that, hot! That was a hot spot, Bill. It's hammer time. I'm gonna slather it with butter. I'm not shy about that butter, boy. We're gonna hit it with a little salt. I'm gonna roll it up or fold it. I'll cut it, and me, you, Bonnie, and Reese boy will each have a nice piece. Little tester, Reese, all right? Hold on to your pants. Bon, you like tortillas, Bon? Yeah, look at you, old teddy bear face. That looks so good, just by itself. Bread and butter, yeah, duh, Brad. Our dogs can have the little ends. Me and you, Bill. Wow, light, fluffy, the perfect amount of little chew, and just cooked all the way through. They're perfect, man. Hard to beat that. Anything you put in there is you're set. I'm making these every day for the rest of my life. Man, these came out perfect. We're gonna throw it in the old basket here. Staple recipe, easy to do. What was it, 4 ingredients? Good for the kids, good for anything. And let's face it, who doesn't love a little flatbread, you know? So yeah, one of the recipes you're gonna wanna hang on to. I got some leftovers from last night, some steaks and chicken. Peppers, onions, cilantro, and cucumbers. I'm gonna heat that up, not the cucumbers. Chop it up, I'm gonna warm a couple of these bad boys up for us, Bill. Load them up. Luncho, see-yo. Make it 1 billion times. Share it. Tell your mom to watch my video, okay? Big with the moms. Actually, I don't know if that's still true. It used to be, I don't know what people think. Come on, Bonnie. We're out of here. Bon Reese, great job on that, Bon. You really hit your mark. Here, have a little piece of bread.